Good afternoon, this is Bob from Trade Genius. It's the 29th of November, and I want to go over some charts here with everybody. And it was actually a very good day, and I think things are starting to get some clarity here on a few things. So let me blast through, if I can. I talked yesterday about XLE, and sorry, here it's hung up on me here for a second. Just give me 1 second here while it's thinking. And I said yesterday that I thought it was going to come down to the VWAP, and it did. And we were long drip, so we took profit there. And now it's bouncing off of there. And my view is it's going to fail. So I'm just watching my momentum indicator. And I think XLE has a ways to go down. And we'll be entering drip again here pretty soon. Once I think this OPEC meeting gets out of the way, and it's going to be another bust. XIV is just pretty amazing. You know, it just keeps grinding. It's still on a buy signal, so you could day trade it. I just been reluctant, so I'm probably leaving money on the table like an idiot. But you know, it gave another almost $1 move from bottom to top, and so you know until this move fades, I think you know when you get a oversold condition on XIV tomorrow, and you know momentum indicators or the oversold whatever you use, you could probably take a trade on it and make a move on it. Of course, I'm going to tell you this, and tomorrow it'll fail, but anyway, it's just something to keep an eye on, and I'll take a look at the chart here in a second on the 5 minute at the end. A SPY, you know, we have sold call credit spreads on this, and I think they're going to be just beautiful. They're 222, 224s, and 223, 225s, and so we're pretty confident they're going to be true. And I also bought future puts for the end of December, you know, future option, because I think it's going to roll down. My tag is still a 215 area. This is a good sign, weakening momentum, and a little head and shoulder pattern. So let's bring it on here. The SPY needs to roll down. SLW, we have a buy on it, and you know we kept our stop on our initial point here. And I think tomorrow we should get we should break up and through this. And this looks like it's setting up for another buy on a higher low. And so I'm looking for SLW to make another move higher. Nugget, same. JJG, a lot of contracts rolling in ags right now. I own JJG, and just kind of just sitting on it and letting these contract roll shenanigans get out of the way. And then I'm still looking for this thing to just bang up higher. It's starting to trace out a inverted head and shoulders, and I'm looking for, like I said, JJG in the mid 30s and into the high 30s as we go into the spring. Real estate, still have my diagonal on, and I'm not really sure how this is going to play out. If interest rates come down, I'm thinking it's going to probably keep pushing up. Like I said, it could probably push all the way up to here, and then I'll be back into REK, and I'll just be back on to shorting this just with direct puts. ERX we talked about, DVA we talked about, ags, corn. Like I said, I think this is all these crazy games right now, so just letting it all flush out. Boil, I'm looking for a probably natural gas to pie top here, and but the weather's getting cold again, so you know I think any pullback is going to probably get bought up. We're in UNG and covered calls, and I'm just going to kind of stay with that trade right now. But we're going to have a really cold winter, and the meteorologist just said, hey, all that cold in Siberia and Europe is starting to sneak into Canada, and it's going to be rolling down into the US next week, so be ready. XBI, I'm short, and I have puts for this Friday. I'm rolling them. The puts are profitable for me because I had a trade on that went way in the money on me when this thing crashed down, and but I left them hanging out there for this Friday, and I'm going to roll them there to 62s, and I'm going to roll them into the following Friday because week 2 of the month is usually pretty weak, and biotech has been high beta, and it's not making new highs here with SPY, and I think this is going to be a target for the politicians next year. So I'm going to keep going after this every time I get a sell signal, and it looks like one is coming back on again. We talked about ags. VXX, I still have my my VXX position, and we sold calls again for next Friday. So our average price now is 30.05, and on 30.50 calls. So so now if worse comes to worse, on a profit side, I'll be capped at 1.5%, and but I think going into the week next week, I'll be looking to take that sold call off to take advantage of week 2 weakness, if that is a phrase. EVXY we talked about, looking for bounce. REK we talked about real estate. Oil, I'm expecting bad things. Like I said, the whole OPEC thing is a charade, and I mean it should be criminal the way these future traders are allowed to really manipulate and take money out of people's pocket. Talk about fake news. You get fake news trading. That's all it is fake news, fake news, fake news, and you don't hear anybody challenge it. So I think that's something that would never get looked at, but it should be looked at. But oil's going down. We're going to test those lows right here. Too much oil, and the thieves aren't going to honor each other, and so we're going to have too much production. MOS I got stopped out of. I knew it was just too choppy. That's I should have waited for a better setup. I didn't. I got chopped out. Folks that stayed in it, I think now it's set up a little bit better at a better price, but live and learn. I can't always get it right, but I'm still not quite sure yet on MOS. I don't like the way the bigger chart pattern looks because I think it's been following the market. So I'm kind of staying out of it on this go around, and for those who stayed in it, just keep an eye on it here. If it rolls back down here to my original sell stop, then I would probably recommend you get back out. Coffee, we have a sell stop on it at 21.79. I think this is another ag issue here. It's setting up. I mean, worst case, worst, I go back down to 21, but I think the supply demand is in our favor. So if we get stopped out, we'll be getting back in this trade again, because this trade will go into the 40s once they realize how bad the crop's going to be coming out of the ground next year. Gold, we're long gold, and it's been testing now, so I'm waiting for it to get back over 1200, but we're at IAU, and I'm in gold futures. Dust, if you have some cojones, probably could throw some dust puts on there. I think you'll be rewarded with a nice 20% move down here pretty soon. Drip, we had a great trade on Drip, got out at 20, and we'll be getting back in this trade probably sometime tomorrow, if not Thursday for sure, for the next move higher. And VIX, it's going to roll higher. UNG, we talked about UNG. And silver is the same with the miners. It looks like it's testing to try to break through here. If it does, I think it'll get to 1650. SLIJ, we have a long on that. It's profitable. GDXJ, we talked about miners. And emerging markets, still flattish. And this was a sell yesterday, a little bit of a bounce back, but I think it's going to be rolling back over. Looks like a little head and shoulders pattern, and I think Chesapeake's going to go back down to 550 area. And I said yesterday I thought AG could probably get up to $9, and it did. But we're already loaded, so it's more FYI for you. What I don't like here though is like, shoulder, head, shoulder kind of a thing, but it usually doesn't happen at bottoms. So I'm thinking that, we get some more consolidation here. I think once the dollar relents, I think AG is going to go. So if that's something you guys like, I think you're going to buy signal on it here pretty soon. Dollar, I'm waiting for it to roll down at least to the VWAP here, right in here. And I think that's going to help the things that we're long or want to be long, and things that we're short or we want to be short. Real estate we talked about. Sugar, I'll probably buy this next buy signal. I've stayed away from it all year, but I think the softs are going to roll now back up. That's coffee, cocoa, and sugar. And cotton also got a buy signal. I don't trade. It's really, really illiquid here on the ETF side, but people that I respect that trade those things are starting to wave the flag on cotton and OJ, which are precursors for the other softs. We talked about biotech, and let's see here. Talked about IAU already. CRK. This thing's just it looks like an EKG. You have to be pretty quick on it. I took a couple trades on this before. I just don't like the action in oil, and so I'm kind of staying away from CRK. Probably buy it in the spring for a spring move in oil. And we're back to XLE. So I hope you guys have a great night, and I'll catch you guys all tomorrow. And if you have any comments, let me know, and I'll try to answer any questions that you have. Thanks. Bye.